Hi folks, my name's Mike Tomorrow and I want to welcome you to the latest episode of My Life with Asperger's. Today's topic we're going to be talking about is numbers. Now, numbers are an important thing in this world. You use them to count. You use them to do math problems. You use them to determine the channel number, volume. You use them for radio stations. You use them for license plates. You use them for pretty much everything these days. For dates even, you use numbers. Well, months and dates, or months and days, you use numbers. Years, you have numbers for years as well. There are no escaping numbers, But numbers are an important part in this world. And you may wonder, why do we need numbers? We have numbers for a reason. Now, the definition of a number is a mathematical object used to count, label, and measure. In mathematics, the definition of a number has been extended over the years to include such numbers as 0, negative, rational, irrational, real, and complex. Now you use those mathematical terms and you have integers, you have binary, you have addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and exponential. Now, a notational symbol that represents a number is called a numeral. In addition to their use of counting and measuring, numerals are often used to label, such as telephone numbers, license plates, and all that good stuff. For ordering, like serial numbers, and for codes, such as the codes that you find in your books, otherwise known as ISBN. In common usage, the word number can mean the abstract object, the symbol, or the word for the number. Now, why are numbers also spelled out, you may wonder? Because numbers need to be in a form of a word as well. 1 is spelled O-N-E. 2 is spelled T-W-O. 3 is spelled T-H-R-E-E. 4, F-O-U-R. Now that one is the only one that the way it sounds, the number of letters for that number is the same as the number it represents. 4 has 4 letters. The number 4. You see that little trick? But now, there are some numbers that will cause people panics. Odd numbers. Number 7, which can be lucky for some people and unlucky for others. 13, which can be lucky for some and unlucky for others. But why am I talking about numbers? I'm talking about this topic, numbers, and I got the idea from one of the people on the Facebook group, the Asperger, Adults with Asperger Syndrome Facebook group, and they posted, "Does anyone else have an issue with odd numbers? I can't stand them. I flip out if the TV volume is on an odd number, if my grade on an assignment is an odd number, etc., etc., etc." Now, odd numbers are crazy. And I happen to agree with the person that has a problem with the TV volume being on an odd number. I have a problem that way too. I don't like my TV volume number to be on an odd number as well. It just freaks me out, I never really had problems with grades being odd numbers. Unless they're rounded up or something, But That way, well, it's been a long time since I had an odd number, or since I had a grade number, in school, on assignments. But there are other problems with numbers. Look at the radio stations. In North America, the radio stations, the FM radio stations, they're odd decibels. 98.1, 102.9, 104.1, 102.5, 88.1, 97.9. You get the idea from there. So, but yet the AM radio stations, they're all in tens, multiples of 10. 540, 560, 1080, 1250, 1450, 1610. You name it, you name it, you name it. But in other parts of the world, that might not be the case. In Europe, and in Australia, other parts of the world, their FM stations are on even numbers. Some of them are on even numbers. They use even numbers. 95.6, 98.2, 100 and 100.6, 100, 102.0, 88.8, and you get the picture from there, so on and so on and so on. I'm not going to read off every single radio station that there is, because I just don't have the time to do so. Now, numbers can also freak out people. Do you ever been on an elevator and notice that there's no 13th floor? They do that on purpose because they don't want to have a 13th floor because it's superstitious to people if they have a 13th floor. In buildings these days, they don't have a 13th floor. Or have you noticed? Well, anyways. Sometimes people do skip the number 13 because it is problematic. Last year, the year happened to end in 13, which was an unlucky year for me. Things have not gone well for me in that year. But I'm not going to explain those problems because I don't have time to do so in this video. And I'm not going to explain every single problem I have in this video when I'm supposed to be talking about numbers. Now, satellite radio stations, going back to the radio stations, I forgot to mention, they do have a regular numbering system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's almost like having cable TV in your car, or having satellite TV in your car, by having the satellite radio. And that numbering system, it's easy. Like channel 8, channel 10, channel 7. So on and so forth. You don't have to worry about the 98.1 parsing. Anyways. But also, numbers are used to code things as well. For example, Massachusetts, their license plate numbers, they have a system where the last number on the license plate indicates when the month that the vehicle registration expires. Like 3 is March, 4 is April, 5 is May, 6 is June, 7 is July. But that system is stupid. You know why? Because people are going to forget when their license plates are due. Other states, like Florida, they have their plates due, their registrations are due on the owner's birthday, which is simple because, you have your birthday. Oh, my plates are due on my birthday. There you go. All you have to do is just get your system and there you go. But Massachusetts doesn't care because they like to be anal and stupid. And that's the way they like to have their vehicles. They're stupid. Also, in West Virginia, they have the first digit as the expiration date as well, or the first number. I understand that Massachusetts and West Virginia are the only states that does that, you know? But it's like, isn't it simpler to have plates due on your birthday instead of based on a number? Like the last number on a plate? There should be no reason that the last number on a plate should be the date, or the month actually, of when the plate expires. When the registration expires. There's no reason for that. You know? Also, in Massachusetts, they have a sticker they put on your windshield. An inspection sticker. It has a number on it. You're trying to label these cars with numbers? It's stupid. People, autistic people, it can be problematic to have a sticker on your windshield with a number on it. And, you know, it's a distraction to have that. But the state of Massachusetts does not care. You know, all they care about is money. All they care about is having a stupid system. All they care about is having 2 plates on a car. All they care about is money. They don't care that, oh, Florida only has 1 plate on their car. Why can't Massachusetts have only 1 plate on their car? Or, why can't you have a clear windshield like you do in Florida? Why do you have to have an inspection sticker on there? I know other states have inspections too. But I just don't understand why we have to fear these numbers. And it's stupid that we do have to fear these numbers. You know? It's give me a break, you know? I'd rather see a system where the plates are coded by when your birthday is, not by the last number on a plate. It can be superstitious for someone to have the number. It can be superstitious to do that, you know? Have the last number on the plate be the number, to come be the expiration date. It's stupid and superstitious, you know, for them to have that. And it's anal. But why am I talking about this on this video? You know, I'm going off topic here almost. But I'm just telling you how things work, you know, with numbers. I know that some people do have the problems with the 7 or a 13 or whatever. But those numbers are meant to stay. 13, Baker's dozen. You know, Baker's dozen is a dozen plus 1. In Las Vegas, they use 7. Why is 7 a lucky number when gambling? You know, 7 is lucky because the fact is people love 7. I don't know why. You know? I just don't understand, you know, how numbers work sometimes. But you gotta love to have numbers. You know? Numbers confuse us. Especially